Hello, welcome to another Nezzo's Bad Shop video. If this is your first time here, welcome for the first time. And I'm your host, Nezzo. How's it going? How are you today, or tonight, whenever you're watching? I am filming this at 5:07 p.m. on a Monday, early evening, pre-evening, something like that. Anyways, yes, this is an unboxing, and you're staring at some very nice equipment. Very sweaty stuff. Do you know what this is? These are the Nerd Damper piston set for the big bores, Yokomo big bore. Yes. And what these are, see it here? NERD damper, Nerd Damper. Yes. So what this is a piston, shock shaft, and spring retainer set. These are very special and somewhat rare, hard to find. And they're always out of stock. And also with it is their special blend of oil. This is 30 weight. And yeah, so what these are, it's that set. And what it will allow you to do is adjust the rate of oil flowing through the piston shaft, shock shaft, and the piston itself. So the piston head doesn't have any holes in it. It has just a big hole in the middle, and through external adjustability, I poke through the retainer here, you can adjust the internal rate of which the oil flows through the piston itself and the shock shaft. So once I get it open, I'll explain it all more and show. But yes, aside from that, you can also adjust the spring retainer. So that's also on a that's threaded inside of there. And so we'll be getting rid of a bunch of parts on here, including that spring retainer, because we can then adjust it with that alone, without having to put a different size one on the bottom. So all these things here go onto a set of big bore. So you need a big bore set to start, and then you disassemble it completely. You get rid of a few parts inside, the shock shaft, the piston, spring retainer, and that bulk up. And if you want the O-ring, the bottom of the O-ring, so you can replace it with a brand new Yokomo blue, high-grade blue O-ring, which I have the part number on hand and I can't remember it, but I will type it in the description of the video. And yeah, you can put those fresh too. You can even put new bladders if you want as well. I think these ones have the pink fluoride bladders. And then we replace the piston, the shock shaft, and the retainer, and the little piece that comes on the bottom for the shock. And then you put them back together and away you go. So then you can adjust the rate of all those things. So now I am going to yes, loosen the camera a bit, angle this down, because I need to open this and then kind of take it all apart here so you can see what's going on. So let me move a few things here. As you've noticed, the box, it says, "You've been expecting me, open me." And on the side it says, "Thank you, in tuning of incredible," except there was a small typo and it says in tuning of incredile. We'll just overlook that. But anyways, this is what it looks like inside the box. Ooh, pretty nice, eh? Now, after the box, inside of here, we unscrew it. And then you see the goodness, the greatness, the amazingness. And I'm going to display this over here like this for now. Oops. Let me just get it sort of stuck there. Then I can get the camera closer. Yeah, there we go. So you see that? So you only get the shaft, the piston, and the little retainer bits at the bottom. That's to allow the internal adjustability. There's little set screws that go into there that turn the shaft. So I just wanted to show that off. And then underneath that cool little chrome mirrory plaque are the set screws for those pieces. So yeah, and then the retainers go on the bottom side here where this threaded bit is here. So now that I've shown you that, let me pop all this open, because I took a look just before I did the video here, filmed the video I mean, of how to get all this out, because it's nice, it's so nicely packaged that you kind of got to pop things out of place to get into it. But it's really nice though, so I'll just take my time, put that down. Now I popped this out ever so lightly and pressed on the shaft side, the threaded side, and then just kind of wiggled it out. Hold on. Wiggle it out here, because it's nicely packaged into foam. There we go. Pop. So as you can see there's no holes in the piston head there, just one massive one in the middle. That's because the oil comes out of the holes right here. See, there's a hole there and a hole on the other side. And then by turning this smaller rod here internally, once I get the thing on it, you'll feel, I think it's clicks or whatever, and there's 10 to 12 clicks of adjustment. That adjusts the rate of how much oil will flow through the top and through the bottom holes through there. So it's to like mimic a real car piston in that sense of on-the-fly adjustability. But it's pretty neat. So then that's the main bit there. So we can put that back in a little spot. And then these pieces, this piece here, this little red part, this is the adjuster piece. Come on. And on the top of it, you can see the plus minus there. See that? So then that, with a set screw here, fits onto the back part of the shock shaft just like that. Set screws on, and then we can turn and adjust the rate of flow, oil flow. So that's that. And then just inside here where this chrome plaque is, see this? That's nice too. Nice to stick on your box or your car. I'll put that over there. If I excuse me, if I tilt this ever so, you can see the set screws in there. You see those? See them in there? So those set screws are for the red pieces right there. And yeah, it seems like a pretty straightforward build. I'm just going to take my time and do it when I actually do it. I'm not sure if I'm going to film it, but I was thinking about it. We'll see. But yeah, that's the damper pieces there. And then if I open these ever so carefully, let me do this the old sweaty way. I want to try and preserve the packaging for the customer here as per request. So not rip this open. Try and get the staples out nicely. My garbage is on the other side. Yeah, preserve the packaging. And just want to take a look at these. Oh yeah, check that out. That looks good, eh? Adjustable retainer. Oops. So, like I was saying, there's the threads inside of that part there, and then those screw onto the threaded part of the shaft there. You can see that. Hold on, let me bring it closer. See the threaded part of the shaft here? So that's where the retainers screw onto right there. And then from all that area, you can adjust the retainer up and down to give us preload on the bottom side before we even touch the preload collar on the top side. So all very fancy dancy. So this is a set of 4, and yeah, when you acquire this is all you get is just these pieces and this. That's it. So you have to have a whole set of big bores to go with, and the oil is not included. You have to buy this oil separate. So this was a big purchase for my buddy Joe, but we're gonna get it going on his Reeve DMC1. And these nice red top pieces are going to match the color of his car too, the redness. So that's what all this is going on. And then the shocks will be flipped upside down so that these red pieces will be on the top side. And I took a look at an install video very quickly. The bottom side of the shocks here, these ball cups will need to be changed because I have to acquire 5mm ball studs that don't have threads to them, that are just internally threaded, because that will screw onto the shock shaft after the damper here, or after the spring retainer, much like how this looks, except the rod will go through that ball stud. So I don't have one on hand, but it'll go through the ball stud. So here, actually, see this ball stud here? There won't be just an Allen hole there. There will be a complete hole, and there'll be no stud here. So it's a studless ball, and then that will go on the shock shaft, and then a ball cup will connect to that ball and then screw horizontally to here. So instead of this connecting vertical, see how that's like up and down, instead the ball cup will turn sideways on the upper side and be mounted this way as the shock shaft goes upside it. So once I get them mounted, I'll do a quick overview video and demonstrate that. So it was one thing I didn't realize we needed, but that's okay. They're easy to come by. I found some Tamiya part numbers, which I'll write in the product description, and it's basically just a 5mm ball cup set and the 5mm I think they're aluminum, the non-rotted ball stud. I forget what the dang name of it is. They're ball something. I'll demonstrate it anyways. But yeah, so yeah, those are the Nerd dampers, and it's yeah, it's very sweaty. This is going to be pretty fun to play with and adjust, and give us some crazy fine adjustability. And I know the customer is excited, so hopefully we'll get these running Wednesday, and I can do some videos filming it, and maybe an onboard as well from the front bumper or something, watching them in action. But yes, time to get building and give the customer an update, and they're waiting to see this video so that they know the stuff will be assembled soon. So yes, that's the Nerd damper. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you've got a set of these bad boys, and what you've done with them, or what springs you've put on them and stuff like that. And yeah, let me know. I'm very excited, very eager to see how these perform. And no one else at our track is running these, so this is the first for us. I know they're popular around the world, so I'm gonna yeah, talk to some people, and y'all can give me some suggestions, and we're gonna go from there. So next time you see these, will be on the car, and either be an overview video on the bench or just straight driving on the track. We'll find out soon. Thank you so much for watching. Check you soon. Stay tuned for all kinds of new stuff coming up in 2023. And yes, bye for now.